Marcus Jordan's cocaine DUI arrest, a bail bondsman's perspective. When Marcus Jordan, son of NBA legend Michael Jordan, was recently arrested for DUI and cocaine possession, it made headlines for obvious reasons. A high-profile arrest like this immediately sets the public imagination on fire. Cue the endless memes and debates. But beneath the surface of the tabloid frenzy lies something a lot more procedural. The legal process that follows an arrest and how a bail bondsman puts that into the equation. Let me break this down from the perspective of a professional in the business. The first step when someone like Marcus gets arrested is the booking process. The arresting officer will take him to the nearest station where he's processed, fingerprints, mugshots, and a whole lot of waiting around. At this point, the charges are formally laid out. Driving under influence and possession of a controlled substance. Depending on the state, these charges can range from misdemeanors to felonies. With DUI and drug possession combined, Marcus was looking at a hefty bond amount, especially given his celebrity status and the nature of the charges. So what happens next? The bond process. After being booked, Marcus would have gone before a magistrate or a judge who determines the bond amount. For high-profile individuals, bond amounts are often higher than the average, not necessarily because the crime is more severe, but because the court takes into account their financial resources and potential flight risk. This is where things get interesting for a bail bondsman. Let's say that Marcus's bond was set at $25,000, a reasonable estimate for these charges. There are two options. He can either pay the full amount in cash, or he can call a bail bondsman. In most cases, even wealthy people opt for the latter. Why? It's not about whether or not you can pay the $25,000. It's about whether you want to. Enter the bail bondsman. We step in, offering to cover the full bond amount in exchange for a non-refundable fee, normally about 10% of the total bond, but for many other bondsmen, even higher. For Marcus, that means a $2,500 fee. Our job is to ensure that he shows up for all court dates and follows any conditions of his release. If he skips court, we're on the hook for the full amount, which is why